Welcome to the Jersey City Show / Hudson County Show because we have a big nor'easter coming in. We're not sure if we'll be televising live Thursday, so I figure I'll combine the two shows. Maybe that's a precursor to the future somewhere where we combine the two shows. But yes, we are looking at a nor'easter again, the nor'easter of the week, and it is coming in tonight. We'll go into a weather watch or weather warning, one or the other tonight. I think around 8 o'clock, and that'll stay in effect all through Wednesday. The bulk of that storm, I believe, is going to start hitting us tomorrow morning and into the afternoon. So I don't know how much we're going to have to dig out. So figured, let me combine these two shows. Maybe, we'll have to we'll replay this on Thursday, so I get like a day off. That'll be fine. There's a lot of work that goes into putting these shows together. Like right now, it's like a fire drill before we get into town. I'm telling you, 4 minutes before air, I'm putting on this shirt and I'm getting my watch ready. We're trying to get all our graphics in place. It is a real fire drill. There was a huge fire in North Bergen Friday on 26th Street, and I'm working with the people from North Bergen. I would like to do a fire victim fundraiser next week where we would go live. So I'm waiting to find out all the rock stars here in Hudson County participate. But it is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. For that matter, I'll go into it more when we come back. We'll put it in the body of the show instead of rushing it, through the opening. As usual, if you need to get in touch with me, you can go to HMG TV shows. And why don't you? I don't know why you don't. Go there and you can send me an email if you got a problem with the county, with one of the municipalities, Jersey City. You can't have problems in Jersey City. It's a freaking utopia here. If you have a consumer issue, we'll help you out because we're the kind of people here. That camera gives me a lot of power, and I got a long history of dealing with consumer issues. You can tweet me at JC Hudson Media, and we're doing this show live thanks to Comcast on Channel 190. I'm going to have to talk to my friends if we do this fire victim show, get some more airtime. Unfortunately, you people in North Hudson and Bayonne, well, you're going to have to deal with Facebook and YouTube to watch, but hopefully if we do it, you'll donate. We're live on livestream.com. Download the app. Because we do this fire victim show, you can watch from your smartphone, your tablet, your web-enabled TV. You can watch from anywhere. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on the Roku system. Just go to Roku, put in live stream and Hudson Media, and bingo, there we are. We're on Apple TV, Google Chromecast. I don't know anybody who has Apple TV or Google Chromecast. But if you know them, we're on that show. It's my own little coffee here. My little coffee pot over there. Make my own stuff, my own Java. Like I said, if you have an issue, you need some help, HMG TV shows. Now today, what are we talking about? We're going to talk about copycatting in the Bayonne schools, phoning in threats. Jimmy Davis had to close the school up there. We're going to talk about safe streets in Jersey City. It is the name of an organization, misguided one in my opinion. We're going to talk about the Oscars, millionaire tax. New Jersey is the most exited state in the nation. More people leaving Jersey than coming in. Home ownership is down tremendously. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City / Hudson County Show. We'll be right back. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights. Your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments. Carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants. All major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712. We're back. You're watching the Jersey City / Hudson County Show. Got a storm coming in, so we want to prepare for that. When you get a storm, and I was just saying in the commercial break, when you try to prepare for a storm, that's when you don't get the storm. Like tonight, I'll break out the new snowblower we got that we have yet to use. After the show, I'm going to make bank deposits do all my errands I would normally do on Wednesday and Thursday, try to cram 2 days into 1 hour. But later today, we're filming the Rebound Show. Ward E Councilman James Solomon is coming in. We got Mark Duda from Appraisal Systems, who did the Rebound here in Jersey City, and Peter Zepp, who is a tax appeal attorney. And the three of them are going to have like a little think tank here. And they're going to go over the ins and outs of a rebound, how you got here, what you can do, what your rights are, how the rebound is done, you know, all the information that's gathered through the rebound. So it's going to be informational, educational, and it pertains to any ward in Jersey City. It's just being hosted by Jimmy Solomon, or James Solomon as it prefers to be called. So if you're in the West Side, you're in F, you're in D, you're in C, it applies. Not just downtown, but downtown got hit the most with it. And they're having, every other week they're having protests at City Hall. You know, Mayor Phillips talking about a redo rebound. I'm sure that'll be part of this. You know, the appraisal guy, Mark Drew, is going to be asked about this redo rebound. But let's get back to some of the more pressing things. Bayonne closed their schools yesterday because there was a social media threat. Somebody threatened to shoot up the schools. Actually, they kind of went through a list of schools. One of the problems you have, now listen, the FBI, all these people are involved. I am certain this is some stupid kid. You know, some kid just doing stupid things. He didn't want to go to school, whatever the case is. You know, he can watch his actions on television. I'm not sure how well you can trace a Twitter post. You know, you're doing it from a cell phone or a tablet or something like that. I know there's ISP numbers with the computers they can trace, but you're going to see a lot of this. You're going to see a lot of copycatting. And as long as there's goofy, stupid kids, there's going to be a lot of goofy, stupid things. Years ago, they used to call them bomb threats. Now we don't do that. Now we call in, you know, shoot-em-ups. And the problem is, since there's been 18 shoot-em-ups here in schools since the beginning of the year, and like, you know, we're in the beginning of March, that's all. Actually, we probably went through the quietest time of school shootings in the last 2 weeks or so. There haven't been one. You had 18 of them up into the middle of February. Somehow, some way, anonymity's got to disappear from social media. But once that happens, so will social media disappear. Once you have to put your name to your statement or your comment or your rant or what have you, 90% of social media will disappear. Because most people, like we're on this show, and, you know, I got my name attached to it, my face, blah, blah, blah. 90% of these people who like to speak and talk tough and make these, you know, proclamations or threats would never friggin' do it if they had their name attached to it. And as we evolve into a society now that is constantly under threat, whether it's schools, whether it's terrorism, whether it is mentally impaired people who will stab and scratch and throw things when you're walking through the square or in a path station. You see these people. We need to, I think the answer to the present and the future is in our past, how we handled things before. You know, we're talking about changing a lot of the criminal codes and prison, and we changed bail reform where people would do some time. Now they're getting bailed out. So, and we keep these criminals and these mental people in the streets. But probably the most disconcerting thing is we have kids killing kids. Now, people talk about the guns. Well, we got to do something with the guns. You know, we always try to curtail the legal gun owners. I'm not an NRA guy. I don't have a gun or anything like that. But I really don't think I need to tighten the screws anymore on legal, law-abiding people because some people abuse that. You know, you got the same thing with smartphones. I'm going to go into safe streets and statistics where, you know, people are causing, you know, tremendous amount of damage in auto accidents and hitting pedestrians because they're distracted driving. Actually, there's probably more pedestrian accidents from distracted walking. I seen it this morning. It's in my notes. This woman, she almost bought the farm, and she didn't even realize how close she came to buying a farm. We have high schools, and I guess you got to take it legitimately about someone threatening to shoot up a school. But, you know, I really hate to think we have that many kids that have that many issues that they would go and shoot their fellow students. But somehow, some way, we have to figure out why kids are killing kids. Don't bring me up to gun stuff. There's always been guns. It was probably easier in the old days to buy guns than it is now. There's always been guns around. There's always been schools, and there's always been kids around. There's always been guns in the homes. You know, but there wasn't always an arsenal at home. There's the difference, I think, where I don't think I'm not into assault weapons. You want to ban them, that's fine. But as I said in previous shows, it's not for me to say how someone should, defend their property and their family. And what works in New Jersey certainly doesn't work in the Southwest or the North. There's a different world in other parts of this country and how people are raised and how they're on the open land and their farm is and their cattle is, and there's a lot of things they have to deal with. You're out on the plains out there, and there's all sorts of wildlife that'll kill you in a minute and eat you. So I guess you need some high-powered weaponry. Every time we try to make a change, we want federal law. We got the Second Amendment. Those amendments and pesky civil rights get in the way. It's funny how we always want to tweak things that we don't agree with, like the NRA. I'm not an NRA guy. I don't think we should be attacking the NRA because they're pro-Second Amendment and they're pro-gun, and we side with people who are anti-Second Amendment and anti-gun. Guns have been part of America forever. But getting back to the high schools, we need to understand why these things are happening in school. What is going on with this generation of kids? And I don't want to throw all the kids in the same bucket, but something's up when kids are killing kids. This is beyond bullying. These are kids that, we just seen a bunch of kids shot, and 20 others wounded. So there's a legitimate problem. You're going to see cops at all your schools. I just noticed coming into the studio, North Bergen cops. You got Bayonne cops all over. I'm sure if I asked Mayor Phillips and Steve, do you have cops at the Jersey City schools? I didn't ride by any today. And I'm sure he's got them there too. We need to find out what's going on. Do we want to make, like I think Seacaucus has armed guards in the schools now. Do you want the schools to be lockdown prisons? There's questions that have to be answered. And it isn't just the guns. People kill with knives. They kill with vehicles now. They can create a bomb pretty easy. We have to find out why in schools, and we have to isolate things. Why are kids killing kids? We can't solve all the questions, but maybe we focus on that one right now, and we can keep kids safe. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City / Hudson County Show. We'll be right back.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together. We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show / Hudson County Show, and you're watching it live on Channel 190 on Comcast, Livestream.com, Facebook, YouTube, Apple TV, Google Chromecast, Roku system, wherever your web enable, wherever you're streaming. I was talking about Safe Street, and I alluded to a woman that she didn't realize she had a near-death experience this morning. There's an organization, Safe Streets, and whenever I mention Safe Streets, people think I'm talking about this organization. It's fairly recently started. They're always looking for donation. And I asked some questions to Jersey City with Bike, JC, and Safe Streets, because they're always looking for donations. Has any money ever been given to the city of Jersey City to paint any of like the bike lines, the bike lane stripes, or crosswalks for these safe streets and bike lanes? And I was told no. But I do want to talk to Mayor Phillip about that. If you're fundraising and you want these changes, I'm with the Friends of the Lows. We fundraise and we gather as much money as we can and we invest it back into the theater. Whether they're updating all the electronics in there, the new movie projector that you can work off CDs. They put the money back in the building. if you're asking me to make all sorts of changes to my streets, bump outs, building out the curbs, you're making me pay for that. That's going to be done with tax dollars. You're making the property owners here in Jersey City pay for that. And we talk about Mayor Fulop just signed an executive order, Vision Zero. Vision Zero, it's been in some of the major cities. Major cities. We're not a major city. We're Jersey City. New York City has Vision Zero, and it came about because of the Boulevard of Death. Very wide street. People had a problem crossing it. Much wider than crossing Journal Square. I want to remind people, this is Mayor de Blasio with Vision Zero. New York City, we're not New York City. We don't have any streets nearly as wide as New York City. There's nothing like Canal Street here or Broadway or West Broadway. None of that here. The best Hudson County has wide streets is Kennedy Boulevard, 2 lanes each way, and parts of Montgomery and parts of Grand. Outside of that, we're 1 lane each direction. If that, a lot of one-way streets in Jersey City. So saying, it's Vision Media, Vision Zero, it works in New York City. We need to do it here. No, we don't. Our streets are capable of handling our population. They are very tested for the last 100 years or so. The same streets I walk today, my mother walked and my grandparents walked, and they all lived, unless there was some sickness involved. They all lived. Nobody got hit by a car. Nobody perished from getting hit by a car. And there's hundreds of thousands of people in Jersey City. In the older days, back in the 40s and 50s, there were more people in Jersey City then than there are now. And guess what? We all made it. I don't know how the hell it happened. With all the dangers of crossing the streets in Jersey City. And keep in mind, vehicles back then, they didn't have disc brakes. They didn't have these sensors. They had drum brakes. They weren't very reliable. Pontiac had horrible brakes. But we all made it. It's like I said, when we left school, we didn't have crossing guards, 5, 6, 7 blocks. I got cops doing crossing guard work. You know how expensive that is? When I was a kid, we had patrol boys. Once you got across the street from the school, you were on your own. You had to circumvent the streets of Jersey City and make it home alive. I used to have to walk through railroad tracks where trains were going back and forth. And I made it home every effing day. And it wasn't like it was a major accomplishment because my parents had to do that. It wasn't like, here, you made it back home, thank God, have some Busco. You made it another day to live. Our streets are pretty good. This morning, I'm taking my wife to work, Washington Boulevard down by Newport, and coming down, I want to make the left, waiting for the green arrow, so I'm coming in, and cars, they're moving. I got the green arrow, but it's red at this point. It's the left turn only. And the other lanes have the green. This woman actually walked out. The cars have stopped for the green arrow. They're waiting for it. She actually walked out into oncoming traffic, and you've seen these cars hit their brakes. And I mean, the guy in the first car, I'm surprised he didn't get, rear-ended, but good reflexes. He stopped, and I'm telling you, this woman just looked at him. She's walked back and got back on the medium and looked back at her phone and went oblivious to the near-death experience she just experienced. She didn't realize it. I'm telling you, that guy, it was a black car. I think it was a Toyota. If he didn't see her just pop out, she just walked in front of the cars that were stopped for the left lane, left turn signal, right into the traffic, she's gone. This happens constantly, especially in Jersey. And I'm sure it happens in New York City with Vision Zero. There's nothing for that. We need to have something for that. Let me go with some statistics. We were talking about this in last week's show, Thursday. Bottom line, this is from experts. Statistics. We love statistics. But a lot of people don't want to recognize them. They just want to blame everything on cars. It's not the cars. Bottom line, texting while walking in especially risky urban environments. Yes, it is very risky, and it's dangerous. There's been an increase from 2016 to 2017. Well, no, 2000, from 15 to 16, 9.5 pedestrian involved in motor vehicle accidents, according to the National Highway Travel Administration. The study shows a recent increase are not a statistical anomaly. It's downright disturbing. Director Sam Swartz, he was the gridlock guy who authored this, he was part of the report. People outside cars are dying at levels we haven't seen in 25 years. And the spike is pedestrian deaths comes despite improvements in vehicle safety, including relatively recent introduction of automatic emergency braking and rear view cameras and collision alert system. One option to prevent this, new ordinance to outlaw smartphone use while strolling. We can narrow the intersections all you want, put on bump outs, whatever you want. The problem is we have stupid people with technology. And that's a problem here in Jersey City. Stupid people, technology. Another problem in Jersey City, where we have bike lanes on very narrow streets that carry cars, buses, straight jobs, cube vans, and I got somebody riding along in a little bike lane about that far, about that wide, I guess, where I have vehicles going down. I have potholes strewed. I'm coming up a pothole patrol. You'll see some of the problems we have in Jersey City. I don't have the streets to accommodate the bike lanes safely. I don't have smart enough people in Jersey City that can chew gum and walk. Why do you have to be in a smartphone as you're walking along, and even dangerously if you're driving and you're on your smartphone? And a lot of problems with today's cars, a lot of distractions just in the cars themselves. Well, I'm saying, it isn't my streets that are a problem in Jersey City. It's the size of my streets, but more importantly than that, it's stupid people with technology. There's a problem we have. And, you know, a lot of people, unfortunately, don't know how to cross the street. We used to cross at the green, not in between. We all knew that. That doesn't pertain anymore in Jersey City either. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City / Hudson County Show. We'll be right back.
Introducing the MyJCMC app, powered by Practice Unite. The free MyJCMC app puts the power of healthcare at your fingertips. Go to the concierge for access to referrals, scheduling, and appointments, see emergency room wait times, and get directions to Jersey City Medical Center health locations. Read the latest JCMC news through their social media feed, find a doctor, and more. The MyJCMC app. We belong to you.
It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City / Hudson County Show. You'll notice the background will be changing pretty soon. Drinking my coffee. Jersey City guy. I drive around Jersey City all the time. You know, when we talk about bikes, bike people are probably maybe 1-2% of the transportation here in Jersey City. Cars, and to a degree, buses. I mean, we don't have hardly the amount of buses we used to have. I mean, there were buses, the Boulevard bus, Central Avenue bus, Caulfield Avenue bus. There were buses, the #1 and #3. Those buses are gone. One of the reasons we have no jobs here in Jersey City anymore. We used to, walk out your house, you can get a job, and you used to take buses to go to jobs. And, one of the biggest places we used to go in the old days was Montgomery Street. The medical center was a big draw. All medicine was in that area. But mainly, we don't have good mass transit. And I guess we did in the 60s and the 70s and in the 80s until we started losing jobs, and we replaced the job land or industrial properties with residential and condos, so there are no jobs that were going to be involved in that property again, much like the Honeywell site. And if there's no jobs to go to, you don't need the buses. So buses started going out of business. And we started asking New Jersey Transit to pick up the slack. Problem is, Murphy is going to look at New Jersey Transit and say, whoosh, are we swimming in red ink here? And one of the problems is the politicians kept asking New Jersey Transit, take over this route because this private entity couldn't make money with it. New Jersey Transit ain't making money with it either. So you're subsidizing it. And that's why New Jersey Transit is a disaster right now, because they're way too far spread in red ink. They're drowning in red ink. And the reason is, we changed. We don't have jobs in here in Jersey City. What we do have is streets. And our streets are taxi tested tough. That's an old commercial in the old days. But one of our problems is potholes. Now, would you show me some of the potholes? Now, this is the pothole repair. I don't want that picture right now. Give me some of the potholes. I need to see the pothole itself. Now, see, that's a far shot. Now, look at this pothole. Actually, go full screen. Go full screen on it so that people can see it. I want you to look at the danger of this pothole and how if you hit this with your car, you're done. Your car's done. You might be done because these manholes don't give. And as soon as we go full screen, you'll see that. You see that? Now, this is over here. This is on Summit Avenue. Look at that pothole. This is on Summit. Now, I call these potholes in. Show me a few more like this. Show me a few more. Give me the potholes themselves. The reason I got the far shot is so you can see where they are. This is over by Summit Avenue and Secaucus Road. That's where this one is located from. Show me a few more of these killer potholes. Look at that one, huh? Hit that with your car. Show me some more. All right, let them load. These are on Summit. Now, I called these in to Johnny Lynch back on February the 21st. They did some of them on Summit, and I also called in Washington Boulevard. They did some. They didn't get them all done. The problem is, you know, like this one here, you want to hit that? You know, that's a far shot. Give me the tight shots on these. See, that here is over at, this is another pothole by Secaucus Road. See how we should be presenting this. I just want to determine the far shot. I want you to understand these are in Jersey City. This is up by the Auto Zone on Summit Avenue. There's another pothole a little further up by Secaucus Road that you just seen. Just show me the real bad pothole shots right now. Don't give me the far shot. We need to repair these potholes as soon as possible. Now this is a bad backfill. This is another problem we have in Jersey City, but that's a bad backfill. And, you know, you can't figure out who did the bad backfill. It goes right into a brand new house. So we should be able to find out who opened this street and did a crap job backfilling it, but we don't do that. Look at this bad boy. That's on Summit Avenue. It's almost impossible not to hit that. You hit the side of that thing with your rim, your front end's gone, you might hit that and bounce into other cars. Now, Pat Stramato and Johnny Lynch, these guys are doing all they can. But I know what the answer is going to be. Keep showing these things. These are killers. Look at this. Look at the size of these. And listen, that manhole, that ain't given. Your car will give, not that manhole. They don't have enough crew to take care of these potholes. Look at that. You hit that. And even when we do, because our crews are in such a hurry to get to the next pothole, we don't do a good job repairing them. Because I tell you what, I think I can go to last year's Jersey City show. Look at these things. You hit that thing, you're done. These are the very same potholes I reported on last year. And we filled it in, but we didn't do a good job because we're rushed. We don't have a big enough DPW crew. And we don't have really enough qualified DPWs. That isn't the prestigious crew it was in the old days, going back 10, 20 years ago. But it's always the same argument. We don't have enough manpower. We have a problem with illegal apartments in Jersey City. Well, we don't have construction officials. We don't have enough construction officials to watch all the construction going on to make sure these aren't bonus apartments being built in. We don't have enough zoning inspectors to enforce zoning in Jersey City. These are all the things we always hear. We don't have enough. We don't have enough manpower. We don't have enough in the budget. Well, there's something effing wrong here when we can't deliver the basic friggin' services. Now, give me that one manhole repair that was done professionally. Now, if you go further down Summit Avenue, you'll go into Union City, and you see how Brian Stack repairs potholes around manhole covers. And the same thing in North Bergen with John Burns. Now, you see this? They did the whole area around here. You got another one that was done. This is in Union City, I believe. Give me that first one you showed. It has like a collar around it. Bring that one up. If we are going to repair the potholes, we need to repair them properly. Not just patchwork this thing that, you know, a couple of weeks later, we have the same friggin' problem again. It's not that one. It's that first shot you showed me. No, it's not that one. That is also Union City there. You could tell because it's got nice striping also. It's the very first shot you showed. It looks like a nice circular repair right around it. It was the first picture. It's from my cell phone, that one. We need to repair these things right so we don't have to keep going back and repairing them time and time again, because that's wasting your money and mine. Here is how it should be done. They did the repair, they dug it out around that manhole, and they filled it all in. Nice circular patch. That's how that should be done. Not throwing some pavement over on the side. And like I said, these are deadly manhole potholes. Now, John Lynch and Pat Stramato, they're out there doing the best they can. I'm going to follow up with them again to finish Summit Avenue. But the problem is, if we don't fill them in right, we're almost wasting our money. But your safety is important. You hit that thing, you could be dead. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Hudson County Show. We'll be right back.
Meineke Car Care, conveniently located at 700 Tunnelly Avenue, Jersey City, half a mile north of County Road. Meineke bumper-to-bumper car care. Brakes, exhaust, oil change, wheel alignments, batteries, CV joints, and so much more. First-rate service at a price you can afford. All major cards accepted. Apply for a Meineke card. Meineke, Jersey City. Stop by and let Sammy check your brakes for free.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers the quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport, live like you want.
We're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show. We're going to show some things you can do in Hudson County. We had to rush these things in. Actually, it's pretty fairly a rush show to begin with. I need some notes here. Just hand me, you don't have to get on the camera. Just give me the notes. Here we go. All right. If you're in Hudson County, in particular in North Bergen, let me show you some of the things you can do. Let's see. We're going with the Bayonne first, right? Here's Bayonne. What's going on in Bayonne? On 312, you got a musical Mondays at the museum. Actually, I think we covered when it used to be a bank, then they made it a museum. The New York Symphony Orchestra at the Bayonne Museum at 229 Broadway. That's on the 12th of March. I think that's Monday, isn't it? Yep. But I meant the stem cell showcase at Liberty Science Center. I don't know if we have that in there. We may be going down to cover that. I got to make sure we're going to cover it. There's a reason we cover things. What else we got here on Bayonne? That's at 229 Bayonne. St. Patrick's Day kickoff event. The Knights of Columbus is Bayonne also, Avenue C. 669 Avenue C, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. I guess that's a night of enjoyment and acting Irish, is it? I guess. Because they do their St. Patrick's Day like in April, I think. Their parade is way from St. Patrick's Day. In Jersey City, we still have a St. Patrick's. Here, St. Patrick's Day parade. Oh, make me look bad. What date is this? 5th and Broadway. It starts at 1 o'clock. What is the date on that? Do we have this here? When does the St. Patrick's Day parade start? The 18th. All right, Sunday the 18th. That's actually pretty close with Bayonne. They're usually way behind. Usually they're the last St. Patrick's Day. But they got a lot of dignitaries that march in the Bayonne St. Patrick's Day parade. I know Jersey City, I think, it might be this weekend. Might be on the 11th. I'm not sure. I don't even know if we got any notes on that. But nobody ever watches the Jersey City St. Patrick's Day parade. I got an Easter egg hunt. This has got to be North Bergen, right? Where am I? North Bergen. It's got to be the North Bergen Public Library. I'm positive they have some books in this place because they do everything but books. Easter egg hunt. You got at 8411 Bergen Line Avenue. This is on when? The 24th of March. Is that? 24th of March. At 1 p.m. You go. Maybe they hide the eggs behind the books. I know they're using books in there for something. But I tell you, you go to the website for the North Bergen Library, That is the busiest library in the state of New Jersey. Sol has got things going on constantly. Rather, right? Is it Cy-Raya? Cy-Raya, yep. It's got things going on all the time. What else we got? This is the Markers Day. Makers Day, right? Makers Day. You're using traditional pens. You use computers. You just create things. It's like a big art day at the libraries. For that matter, I had that flyer. I should brought it out with me. I had this on last week. But all ages are welcome. It's a great thing to do at the library. And again, if you're in a library, if you go to the North Bergen Library, you'll find if you don't like what you're there for, there's something else going on. Believe me, that is a very busy one. And I think that is on what, the 10th? Is that? Yeah, the 10th. So that's Saturday, right? Yep, this Saturday, North Bergen Main Library, 8411 Bergen Line Avenue. Actually, I think you can go into the North Bergen Library any day and there's an event going on. There's always something going on at the North Bergen Library. What else we got there? Movie of the month, of course, Cars 3. That's a fairly recent movie, too. That's on Saturday, the 31st of March. Mark your calendar. It's a free movie, and if I know Mayor Sacco, it's free beverages, and I think you even get free popcorn there. That's at 2:30 p.m. And, of course, the main library. Somebody go there and tell me if they have books. I don't know where they have room for books with all the other stuff they do up there. But on March 31st, 2:30, catch a nice movie. You get some. I'm pretty sure you got free refreshments in there. Oh, no, I'm looking at the top right there. Yeah, free popcorn and refreshments. You can't go wrong with that. Probably get some free coffee. What else we got? Community Job Fair, April the 20th. This you want to mark on your calendar. Community Job Fair. I'm sure this is, of course, the main library at North Bergen. You're looking for a job, part-time, full-time, stop in here. It's from 1 to 4 p.m. Even if even if you're employed now, maybe this would be a step-up job. Again, kudos to Mayor Sacco and Cy-Raya, for all the efforts they put in for the community. As you see with the North Bergen Public Library, there's a lot of things going on there. Like I said, you could pretty much walk in there anytime and there's something going on. But circle your calendar if you're looking for work or you got a friend that's looking for work. The 25th of April, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Hey, it could be a career change for you. Could be a lifestyle change with a new job. What else we have? Easter celebration. Let's see, where are we? This is North Bergen, right? Kennedy branch in North Bergen. Oh, every branch in North Bergen Library has something on. Easter celebration. This is on Wednesday, March the 28th? Yes. 28th at 4:30. Celebrating Easter with the Easter Bunny. Is the Easter Bunny going to be there? I can't see that. I see an Easter Bunny. I'm sure the Easter Bunny will be there. Maybe Mayor Sacco dresses up as the Easter Bunny. Who knows? But there's going to be fun and entertainment on the 28th there at 4:30. Welcome to all the residents in North Bergen. Bring the kids. Have some good time there. You probably get some jelly beans. Knowing Nick has got something going on. What else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? We're looking at Easter, baby. Easter. We got to wait for these things to get queued up. What's that? Oh, that one's pretty dark. This is Saturday, March the 10th, 7 p.m. Red carpet, 6:30. This is this is a film thing here? Yeah, it's at Union City. Oh, is this in the Musto Civic Center? William B. Musto's Cultural Center? Yeah, actually, I think I read something in the Jersey Journal. It's about films. I think, is it a film festival? Film festival in Union City. Brian's stacking his game at the William B. Musto Cultural Center. It's on the 10th at 7 p.m., 420 15th Street, Union City. You're a filmy? I'm going to talk about the Oscars. Hopefully I got time. I was very disappointed in the Oscar show. If you're a filmy, it's where you want to be. Go to the festival. I'm sure that's it. Is there a price on this? Is it free? I see refreshments are free. It's free admission. Yeah, there you go. Doesn't even cost you a dime. Go to the festival. Have some fun. It's the kind of things. Brian Stack bringing culture to Union City. The deities keeping things going on. What else we have? That's it. That's all you need. Remember, circle the day, especially with that job fair. And again, if you missed it, You can go back to HMG TV shows. The show will be uploaded there. You're going to have it on YouTube, so you can go back and catch those dates. You got a lot of Easter going on. And like I said, the North Bergen Public Library, they're stopping anytime. There's always something going on at that place. And maybe you even want to check out a book. Even if they have print, there's probably all the Kindles now, all the electronic books. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Hudson County / Jersey City show. We'll be right back.
Pan and Pinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panandpintoproperties.com. Pan and Pinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue in Jersey City. Your local collision specialist. Body and fender repair. On-site oven-baked paintwork. Fiberglass repair experts. Custom and classic car restoration. All insurance is welcome. 24-hour towing available. Licensed by the state of New Jersey. Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue, 201-222-3050. Plaza Auto Body, your bumper-to-bumper buddy.
I'm back. You're here. We're doing it live. The Hudson County / Jersey City show. Must be cutting close to the end of the show. I'm almost out of coffee. It's like my hourglass. Again, we're doing this live on Comcast Channel 190, live on Livestream.com, live on HMG TV shows, live on YouTube, live on Facebook. Man, we are live. Yeah, I mentioned earlier about a fire show. I want to talk about the Oscars also in this. Hopefully next week, there was a huge fire up on 26th Street here in North Bergen. And when we moved to this studio, one of the things I wanted to do was help people who are burned out of their homes. You know, it's probably the worst thing that can happen. Your house is in flames. You're on the curb. All your belongings are gone. Everything's gone. Your furniture's gone. Your pictures are gone. Your birth certificate's gone. Your driver's license are gone. Your medicines are gone. Your passport's gone. Your family first card's gone. Everything's gone. We can help with that, but it's a matter of getting all the organization together through the communities of Hudson County. And you hate for disaster to strike, but it happened here in North Bergen. So I'm hoping we can put a show together for next week, go maybe 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours, where the people of Hudson County can help these families get back on their feet. They're going to need money for deposits on a new home. And I tell you what, I'm going to get an insurance company involved about renter's insurance. You should have renter's insurance. They need clothing. They need their driver's license back. They need their birth certificate back. They need their passport back. They need their IDs back. We can help them get back on their feet. With your donations, $5, $10, we can help these families get an apartment in their community, have their kids in the same schools. Right now, they're in motels, wherever the Red Cross puts them, and they're short term. These are long-term families here. And Hudson County, we're a helpful group. Now, again, we're not looking for millions of dollars here. We just need enough that they can get another apartment, get some furniture. But I tell you, as we do these shows and get into that ID, Pat, how $5, $10 help with the IDs? Well, I'm going to tell you something. I've spoken to Tom DeGeese and Barbara Netchett in the past about streamlining these people at the county, whatever the county can do, whether it's passports or family first cards, whatever the case is, get it done. Driver's license, your state ID, we can get the DMV to, how are you going to go if you're burned out and you need 6 points of ID? Well, that's a problem. But not a problem when you got Senator Sacco, Senator Stack, and Senator Cunningham. We can get the DMV. If necessary, we'll get Phil Murphy to go to DMV and say, listen, we're going to make these people whole. We can't have these fire victims burned out, living out of motels, jumping through friggin' hoops, trying to get their lives together through the bureaucracy of Hudson County or the state of New Jersey when we got the political might to move things along. But you need the cash. They need deposit. They need furniture. They need clothing. They need everything in your house. Fire is awful. But we can help them. And I'm going to tell you, if this is successful, and we can do this, believe me, we don't want to do it too often because you don't want to see these type of fires. But, we could work it out with, like, companies here in Hudson County, like Burlington Coat Factory, about getting clothes new clothes at a good discount, Bob's Furniture. These are people we can go to when we have these telethon fundraisers to help people get back on their feet. Gather the money, distribute it evenly, you know, help these people find another apartment. I tell you, you take people like Nick Sacco and Brian Stack and Phillip, if I had to drag Phillip kicking and screaming, I know he'll be part of this. Brian has transitional homes for fire victims, but I tell you, you get Brian Stack involved and Nick Sacco, they're going to do all they can to make sure their residents stay in their community. They'll help them get those apartments. Well, they'll make sure that North Bergen are Union City personnel. And the same thing with the rest of Guttenberg. You know these administrations will help their constituents, their residents, and we can help them. My attitude, if I can help, then I have to help. It's my responsibility. I have this studio that can go live, and we can fundraise to get these people back on their feet, then I have to do that. Oscars. I watched the Oscars the other night. Listen, I'm in this business. I'm in television to a degree. Actually, I want to compare my show with Tucker Carlson. Somebody was talking about, my show is very similar to Tucker. Yeah, the problem is Tucker's got like 150 people working. I just want to compare the credit rolls, mine and his at the end. I'm watching the Oscars. There's a time watching the Oscars brought you into the glamour and the fantasy world of movies in Hollywood. And you got to go in there for, a few hours, actually quite a few hours with the Oscars. And that's one of the problems with the Oscars. There was a time when you didn't have remotes, you would watch the Oscars because somebody had to get up or you got your kid to turn a channel, where we would sit on the couch and watch a show for 4 hours. We're a different world now. There's so many other television options. I got like 500 different channels. I got the streaming networks. I got Netflix and Hulu. Now, why do I have them? Because I try to keep abreast of everything that's on TV. I'm pretty much a creative guy, but it's a lot easier to steal ideas than create these. So I try to watch all the small channels and the small stations and networks to see what I can glom to improve my own. So I have all these things, and it's hard to sit and watch a program for 3 or 4 hours, especially if it gets friggin' boring on you. You wanted to be part of Hollywood for a few hours, but, Hollywood has changed itself. They have like the score, the best song. There was a time Hollywood had a bunch of musicals. They don't have a bunch of musicals anymore, so I'm not sure if we need to see that Oscar. I don't know if I need to see sound mixing Oscar or the editing Oscar. Maybe editing, the special effects, yeah, I could see that. But there's a lot of Oscars that you and we don't know from a hole in the wall. That's not what we want to see. So you could probably do that There's a lot of pre-Oscars that are given out. I don't know who decides that we'll give these Oscars out during the main televised event. You're boring the hell out of us. The other thing I don't need when I want to go into the world of Hollywood, in the fantasy of movies, is the politics. I got to live the politics every day. I don't want to hear these movie people talking to me about politics and what I should do and who I should support. Just tell me about the friggin' movie, what it was like for you, where you got your inspiration from, who you want to thank. Don't preach to me about the politics. I didn't tune in to see the Oscars to watch the politics. Now, Oscars, this latest one, I think the ratings were down like 20%. So I'm not the only one that got bored with some of the Oscars. There's a sound mixing. What do we have sound mixing on here? And the politics. Don't bring me to politics. I'm watching Hollywood for Hollywood. I want to see the actors. I want to see the actresses. I want to see, their terrible skits that they put on. I don't want to hear the political beliefs. I thought Jimmy Kimmel did a pretty good job. But, was it as good as he did last year? No. Because Kimmel's getting a little too political. There's just too much politics involved. Bring me the Hollywood fantasy. Take me into the world of movies. Don't take me into the politics. That we live every day. I don't need to hear it again from you. Tell me about the movie. Tell me about the inspiration. Tell me about the part. That's what I want to say. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Hudson County / Jersey City Show. We'll be right back.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst.
Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
We're back. You're watching the Hudson County / Jersey City show, and you're watching it live. Comcast 190, livestream.com, hmgtvshows.com, YouTube, Facebook. We put the Facebook and YouTube addies on there, right? On the screens. Are we Hudson Media on all of them? Hudson Media Group. We should make. Which chances are we're probably not. We should be Hudson Media or Hudson Media Group on all our outlets. Probably aren't. Gateway Tunnel. I read somewhere, does Donald Trump hate New Jersey? I kind of doubt if he does. But, you know, if you watch this show over the last month or so, I talk about the Democrats and the Republicans working together. The campaign's over. Once you're in Washington, you're in Trenton, or wherever the hell you are. Once the campaign's over, your job is the business of the people, to do the best possible job for your constituents. Now, there's a problem with the Gateway Tunnel funding, as there was a problem with the ARC Tunnel funding. There's always funding problems. And one of the problems when you do a project like this, where you got the feds, New Jersey, and New York involved, somehow New Jersey always gets left holding that bag. It is a given. One of the reasons Christie killed the ARC Tunnel, New Jersey was responsible for any budget overruns. You know, in a project of billions and billions, $30 billion project, there's going to be overruns. And Jersey was going to hold the bag, and Chris Christie didn't say, no, we're not holding that bag. But that's a pretty freaking big bag. Supposedly, the president has asked that the funding for, the federal funding for the Gateway Tunnel be withdrawn because he has a problem with Senator Schumer from New York. And, Schumer takes shots at Trump. Here's the thing. Everybody takes shots at the other party. Again, the campaign is over. Your freaking job is to work for the betterment of the people. Your job is the business of the people, not to friggin' snipe at each other as if the campaign is still going on. There's no votes going on right now. Now, the Democrats, you lost control of everything here. You lost the friggin' presidency to Donald Trump. So, maybe you try to take a different tack, but nah. So there are those who believe that Trump is removing the funding because of Schumer. And they're saying, well, Donald Trump hates New Jersey. He's got experience in New Jersey. He was an AC. And actually, there was a tunnel situation. He was against an AC back then, too, against Steve Wynn from the Mirage Casino. And then Steve Wynn is no longer involved in the casino business. He's got, jammed up with sexual harassment things. Donald Trump had his issues in Atlantic City. He was one of the first people to go bankrupt in Atlantic City. He was beyond the curve. He was beyond it. He was ahead of the curve. He went bankrupt before everybody else. But he was just the beginning because a lot of the casinos went bankrupt. At one point, I think they were down to like 6 casinos in Atlantic City. Donald Trump owned the New Jersey Generals. And under his leadership, the league folded. Now, Donald wanted to go into the winter, and he went against the NFL. A day I'll never forget, I was a season ticket holder with the New Jersey Generals. And the announcement was the USFL won the antitrust. And for a moment, these other guys were like, we were talking about the Generals, Giants, Generals, Dolphins. We had NFL tickets. You couldn't get Giant tickets. Forget about it. Then it was reported that they were awarded $1, so it was $3 in antitrust damages. So that was it for the USFL. But Donald Trump does play a lot of golf here. He owns a golf course. Does he hate New Jersey? I sincerely doubt that. He understands New Jersey and New York quite well. It has not been proven that he told Paul Ryan to remove the funding. If he did, then that's pretty small. But on the other side, you're not going to help people that keep sniping at you. And Schumer and the rest of these people need to try to start cooperating. Listen, he's the friggin' president. You're not. So you're going to have to try to work with this guy's ego and what he needs done for you to get your projects done. This is how politics used to be. You used to call it the horse trade. You get, a little this, little that. You got things done. You had to compromise. Maybe you had to swallow your pride a little bit to get a project for your constituents. And for some reason, we don't practice that. Now, it's not just D.C. We don't do it in Trenton. It's sniping constantly. Again, once the campaign is over, do the business of the people. Do the campaign crap when it's campaign time. Right now, do we need the tunnel? Yeah, we're going to have to get that tunnel going here. And somehow, we got to stop talking about magic money. Somehow, we got to get real money from New Jersey and New York and Amtrak and New Jersey Transit and the federal government. I don't know, whatever parties we got to get in here, private concerns, whoever, to get this done. Because these tunnels are really long in the tooth. They're in hundreds of years. 120, 130 years. There's some issues there. New Jersey is the most exited state in the nation. There's more U-Hauls and Allied bands leaving than coming in. It's pretty amazing. Since 2008, home ownership in New Jersey has dropped 100,000 homes. That's a lot. New Jersey has 14 million square feet of empty office space. That's why a lot of the developers I know who were given the okays for office building are now doing residential units. They have to change the footings of the buildings to do it, but they get it done. New Jersey has 7 million square feet of empty mall space. That's not even counting Xanadu, which, by the way, there's actually activity out there. I just rode by there. Whoa, something's actually going on. Telecommuting has more than doubled in the last 10 years. Now, we're talking about a millionaire's tax. Who can telecommute pretty easy? Millionaires. So I'm not sure we want to go after the millionaires with taxes. The solution that many people feel for our cities and the office situation and retail is to repurpose and redesign. That sounds good until you try to put it in application. What we need to do in New Jersey is get the house in order. We can't be the highest tax state in the nation. And we can't keep looking under everything to tax something else. We need to get the house in order. And I'm telling you, I think Governor Murphy's the right guy to get the house in order. As soon as he understands the house, as soon as he understands how everything's working here and what the debts are and what the money's coming in and what the possibility is, the number one job for Phil Murphy is property taxes. And there's a lot of ways to go about that. You got to bring down the numbers. You got to shrink government, in my opinion, and you got to start working shared services, especially amongst the big cities and counties. The state can work with the counties, and the counties can work with the cities. Do we need 565 municipalities like Gothenburg? Do we need Gothenburg, who has its own, police department and mayors and all these expenses and things that thumbprint? That's what we need to do. We need to get shared services going. We need to get property tax under control, or there'll be more people leaving the state of New Jersey. All right, we are out of time. You be good. You be safe. We're going to probably repeat this show on Thursday because I doubt we're going to be around here with the snow. We'll be too functional, but you be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.